Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As always, I am coming to you live from Vimeo.com. Relationships and reality TV go hand in hand. Whether you're a farmer looking for love, a weirdo looking for love, or a furry looking for love, there's a TV show for you. But what about when relationships go bad? What show do you turn to then? Well, I may have found just the one for you. MTV's Help, I'm in a Secret Relationship. I have never watched a show that has felt more progressively insane with each episode I've watched as much as this show has.
I don't have one wife. I actually have 15 wives.
Hello.
So the premise of each episode is that a person contacts the show because they're convinced that they're being hidden by their partner. And then the hosts spend the entire episode playing detectives trying to figure out what's going on. Pretty much just by asking random third parties who vaguely know the people they're talking about and who give the most useless answers. But once the host gets some information, they finally force the two parties to meet up, and that's when a lot of the insanity of the show happens.
To make ends meet, I've been doing biting massages.
A biting massage?
Yeah.
What's that?
You said a biting massage?
What's going on?
Look, I'll walk us through an episode or two because I don't think I can do this show justice by just explaining it. I think you need to see it for yourself. In the very first episode I watched, King, a DJ, has been dating Valerie for over a year. You can tell that they're usually a pretty happy couple because of this B-roll of them shooting each other with water guns? Huh? You know when you and your girlfriend just casually shoot each other with water guns in your yard? Look, after seeing them play with water guns like that, you might be wondering what could be wrong with this relationship. I mean, that's peak couple goals, right? Well, you see, unfortunately, there is a little trouble in paradise.
We're already coming into a year of our relationship, and so I figured, hey, maybe it's time to meet your side of the family. But I still haven't even met them yet. On top of that, I don't even know where she lives.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You don't know where she lives?
I have no clue. She won't let me pick her up from her house. She's also blocked me off of social media.
That's great. We're off to a really good start for this couple. So with that said, it's time for our hosts to do some digging. Wait a second, who are even the hosts of this show? I figured that for a show like this, you'd want hosts that maybe have like a degree in psychology. Maybe they're people who deal with relationships a lot in their day-to-day. No, one is a rapper and the other one is an actress who has 3 IMDb credits, and one piece of trivia, which is that they quit their job in the Department of Homeland Security to become an actress. Neat! So the two hosts do some social media snooping when they find out that Valerie has an OnlyFans.
She's dressing up as anime.
Yeah. She's adorable.
Let's go to her
Look at that one.
not safe for work link.
Okay.
Oh boy. But we have to subscribe.
Let's do that.
Do you think they charge the company for that, like a business expense?
I want to get fucked with a beer bottle, break it, watch me bleed out.
Okay,
I'm speechless.
I mean, look, there's like posting crazy shit on the internet, right?
Yeah.
This is taking it to another level.
So now it's time to meet up with some of the friends. First, we meet up with Alond.
They're literally chanting "Go Along."
That's our guy.
I love everything about this scene, by the way. Let's break it down for a second, much like Alond was doing in the scene. They are in contact with Alond to set up this entire scene. So that means at some point, either Alond or the people who make the show had to decide for this to be how they meet. Like either the producers go, we need you to be doing something interesting, or Alon decided that for his 2 minutes of screen time, he wanted to show the entire world that he can bust a move on the dance floor, kind of. I don't know. It's not like he was doing anything impressive. I think that's the funny part to me, is he's not like breakdancing. He's kind of just like swaying. Hey, Austin, we're here from the show. Nice dancing, by the way. We kind of really need to talk to you right now about your friends. Remember, we set this up. We're kind of like in a hurry. Like, I don't mean to interrupt your dancing. Obviously, this is very important, but like, we have other people to meet and we pay our staff by the hour. So, you know, don't want to waste too much time. Silence! I'm in the zone right now. Okay. Anyway, Alond claims that he thinks he saw an explicit video of Valerie with another man.
One day I was just home, doing what I do, adult time, you know how that goes, and it looked like Valerie. When I clicked it, it was a leash around her neck, and she was being drugged around and kind of...
So there was somebody else in the video?
Yeah, it wasn't King.
When pressed on this discovery, he says that he doesn't actually know if it was Valerie. So this is just speculation.
Was it
And
Valerie?
I can't say it was her, but it looked like her.
And you're gonna find that literally every person they talk to on this show that I've seen so far is 100% just speculating on things that they could have easily confirmed. So that's great. Speaking of pure speculation though, next they go to another one of King's friends, and he says that he thinks Valerie is homeless.
So this one particular night, we're all at the club when Valerie just needs to go home early. As I'm closing up the club, I see Valerie's car. I went over to her just to knock on the door, tap, she's check and make sure she's all right. When I'm looking in, it looks like she's sleeping in there.
Does that mean the possible homelessness?
Which would explain why she won't let him pick her up from her house.
Now, I couldn't think of any glaringly obvious reason why someone operating on probably 22 hours of being awake straight would be, I don't know, sleeping in their car before they drive home. None come to mind, honestly. So I think this is a pretty solid lead. I think she might be homeless. So now we're 20 minutes into the episode. We finally decide to talk to Valerie, where they confront her on all the random speculation that their friends have said. And of course, she does have a rebuttal to all of it, because of course she does.
I get really, really tired, and I'm really worried to drive on the road like that. So maybe I was taking like a little nap or something. I do strictly solo content. Maybe it was somebody else that looks like me, but that's definitely not me.
By the way, they do still have her OnlyFans. I don't know why they didn't think to just check that, or look up her name, or do any number of things. You could find the video, I'm sure. So they get her and King to finally sit in a room and confront each other. Again, this feels like something that King should have just done from day one instead of getting a show to do it, but here we are. Valerie finally drops the bomb of all bombs. The reason why King has never seen her house or family is because
It's because I live with my mom. She's a religious fundamentalist, and she wouldn't approve of you.
this could have been a conversation between the two of them. We even get a video to prove it, I guess.
En medio de esta gran noche Halloween, estamos arrebatándole almas al diablo aquí.
The mom just films herself screaming at people online. I don't know. It's just, none of the show makes sense to me. Anyway, the show couldn't end there. Oh no, we need to meet the mom at like 11 p.m. with like 6 cameras unannounced.
Ooh.
Hi.
Hi.
And you can tell it's the middle of the night because she's literally dressed in her pajamas. Anyway, after a few minutes of the mom looking like she's genuinely scared, she reluctantly kind of accepts King.
How can I accept him? I don't know him.
He loves your daughter immensely.
That's the most important.
So are you saying that you would be open to getting to know King, and if he started to come around more?
I mean, I like to know him more. I like to talk to him.
Anyway, that's the episode. We get a nice little title card that apparently they're all getting along and having dinner. Another relationship saved by the most millennial looking people in all of history. But that's not where this video ends. We have one more episode I need to talk about, but this episode is a little different because they're not in a relationship. This episode revolves around Max and Matt, two really good friends with like 20 plus years of history behind them. They're so close, they make beats and skateboard together, which for two white dudes is pretty much like that's like this. Like, you don't get any closer than that. However, lately, Matt has been a bit elusive, and that has Max getting a little bit worried.
I'm being kept in the dark about a lot of things. Matt and I used to go out. We would go to different bars and make new friends and have fun. And that's just hasn't been happening.
Now, here's the thing about this episode. You spend the first half of it thinking that Max is a little bit clingy. And like, to be fair, he probably is.
I'll ask him, what is he up to tonight? And he's like, well, I'm going out and meeting a girl or something. And I'll say, well, like, does she have friends? Like, is it a group? Like, I'll like hint, like, let's link up. And he's just like, no.
Maybe don't ask your friend if you can join him on his date. It's a little weird. But this episode does not prepare you for the turn that it is going to take. But first, we've got to do a little bit of detective work because these episodes have to be 40 minutes long for some reason. The hosts visit a mutual friend of Matt and Max's who thinks that he saw Matt on a date with one of Max's exes. Why did he think this?
I don't want to spread false, rumors, but looks like her, like.
So of course they follow up on this and they talk to Max's ex, who once again just confirms that this didn't happen.
I mean, I would never, ever, ever do that to Max.
However, it is revealed that Matt has been promoting his and Max's shirt brand on Instagram on an account that Max doesn't even know exists, pretty much. Well, it looks like it's time to finally confront Matt. Also, before we get into this next scene, I just two quick things. One of the hosts is wearing a hat that I can only describe as Victorian era core, and Matt's dressed like a Bond villain for some reason, so that's fun. Max finally confronts Matt on his behavior, where we find out that their shirt company, isn't really real, but that Matt wanted to do it, and I guess Max didn't put in the effort, so he just kind of made the whole thing by himself.
We've bounced so many ideas together over the years, and it's like sometimes nothing will come of it, and then it'll just be a memory. So it's like I wanted to build something up and be like, yo, we're really doing this. I just wanted to build it up and let you see the vision when it was at its whole.
I don't get that.
Here's the thing, that's not even the most insane part. Darman voice, what happens next will shock you. Because when Max asks why he can't come around anymore, it's revealed that Matt has someone in the house named Lauren. Lauren, at first you're thinking maybe a girlfriend, and then you're thinking maybe a cat, and Max is allergic to cats. Lauren is a sex doll.
Max, this is my girlfriend, Lauren.
I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off. Lauren is a sex doll. First of all, why? Second of all, why offer this bit of information to the entire world on TV? And thirdly, why? This absolutely and understandably so shatters Max's perception of his friend.
Does she talk to you?
We communicate. You can talk to Lauren too, dude. You don't need to just she's not in the room. We're all in the room right here.
And honestly, I don't blame him. I don't know how I would react to this either.
Matt, how did you and Lauren meet? How did this relationship develop?
And when I was sick, I was in the hospital a couple years ago. I just needed someone I could trust.
Trust?
Well, of course I trust you, but it's we're not romantic. I wanted someone I could romantically trust.
Anyway, the episode ends with Max abandoning his friend.
Shake your hand? Yeah.
It might take some time, bud.
And then once again, we get these weird fake social media updates where it's implied that for some reason Max posted this wonderful photo of him at an event with the caption riding solo. And Matt is taking his sex doll on a nice trip to the beach. And that's help, I'm in a secret relationship. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry for the delay in content. I was transported into my computer and I had to literally surf the web to get back out. I'm out now and hopefully content will go back to a more consistent pace. I want to give a huge shout out to Fortuitous Owl and Duskfall07. You two get a raise for doing excellent work watching my video. If you want a raise at Austin Roman Industries, all you have to do is hit the like button and ring the bell and let me know in the comments and you may be featured in the next video. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video